Now, before we get into today's episode, I want you to be sure and subscribe to our newsletter. There is a link below to it in the description. That way we can stay connected no matter what happens, even if the fit hits the shan, because we got a country to save. Why is everything so grim? My goodness. Can we all lighten up just a little bit? The other day, I was in an area of Southern California, a very affluent area called Santa Barbara. I was there on business. And I decided I'd gas up before I get on the 101 with my girlfriend. I get out of the car. Just as I get out of the car, I hear a male voice, deep voice go, "Hey, want a banana?" So I look up, and it's a white guy at an SUV. The trunk popped open, and there's this big bag of bananas. And he's talking to another white guy, homeless, picking through a garbage can. So I said to the driver, "Hey, I thought you were talking to me. I was about ready to accuse you of systemic racism." So the driver starts cracking up. And I said, "You know what? I'm still going to accuse you of systemic racism. How come the only guy you offered the banana to is that white guy over there?" Now the homeless guy is cracking up. And I said, "And I don't even like bananas. It's the principle of the thing." And now they're both doubling over in laughter. The homeless guy says to me, "Hey, you're a funny dude." And I said, "Well, I'm here all week. 2-drink minimum, throw something in the tip jar." And as I get in the car, I started and I said to my girlfriend, "Did I just ask a homeless guy to tip me? I'm going to burn in hell." But there's sort of a moral to that story. Let's assume that the driver was racist and was talking to me. I would have assumed that was just one white a-hole, not the white race. I would not have accused America of systemic racism because of this individual. It reminds me of the Derek Chauvin trial. I recall at the opening statement, the lead prosecutor, who happened to be black, made it a point to say the Minneapolis PD was not on trial. All police officers were not on trial. This individual named Derek Chauvin was on trial.
Now, I've spent a few minutes talking to you about what this case is about. There are any number of things that this case is not about. Maybe an infinite number of things the case isn't about. But one of those things that this case is not about all police or all policing. You will learn from Chief Arredondo when he comes that police officers have difficult jobs. They have to make split-second decisions. They sometimes have to make split-second life and death decisions. In this trial, you're going to meet any number of the men and women from the Minneapolis Police Department who do a fantastic job. They're committed, take very seriously preserving the sanctity of life. I mentioned already Commander Katie Blackwell, Sergeant Kerry Yang, Officer Nicole McKenzie, to name a few. This case is about Mr. Derek Chauvin and not about any of those men and women, and it's not about all policing at all.
You know who despises bad cops? Good cops. It makes them all look bad. And you know who despises white racists? Non-white racists, because they feel it makes them look bad. Years ago when I was practicing law, I was in a suburb of Cleveland known as Euclid. Very few black people live in Euclid at the time. I don't know what it's like now. And I had just done a deposition against my opposing counsel, who was white. And we're standing in front of the office of the doctor where we had the deposition. And all of a sudden, a car drives by, and it's about 3 or 4 white guys. They appear to be teenagers. And one of them said, "Hey, N-word. It's almost sundown. Get the bleep out of Euclid." And my opposing counsel wouldn't like this. He was appalled. He was shocked. And I said, "David, don't worry about it. Just a car full of a-holes." And they were cowards. Notice they didn't stop. I said, "Here I am at a major law firm." At the time, I was making the equivalent of almost $175K. And they had a beat-up car, a raggedy beat-up car with a busted muffler. I said, "And that's supposed to ruin my day because a bunch of idiots call me the N-word? Are you kidding me? I'm made out of sterner stuff than that. It's going to take..."